Do you know your love language? Or perhaps more importantly, do you know the love languages of those closest to you? You may be familiar with the concept developed by Dr. Gary Chapman in 1992, which identifies 5 key ways in which we express and receive love. There's of affirmation, where expressing love and appreciation through verbal compliments is key. Moving on, there's quality time, placing importance on giving someone your undivided attention. The third love language is physical touch, where the feeling of physical forms of contact and touch, like hugging and holding hands, is what speaks volumes. Then we have acts of service, where actions truly do speak louder than words. Lastly, we have receiving gifts, where thoughtfulness, love and effort behind the gift are valued more than the gift itself. So which love language do you speak? In this scene, we'll delve deeper into the concept of love languages. Have you ever wondered why certain gestures make you feel incredibly loved, while others may not have the same impact? Or why what works for you might not work for your partner? The answer lies in our individual love languages. Just like we have different languages for communication, we have different languages for love. These love languages are not about what we say but how we express our feelings and emotions. They're about understanding our own needs, as well as the needs of our partners. Remember, it's not about trying to fit into a mold, but about understanding and respecting our differences. So, let's dive in and explore these love languages in detail, starting with words of affirmation. Affirmation words are all about verbal expressions of care and affection. Think back to the times you've experienced a warm glow after hearing a heartfelt "I love you," or a sincere compliment. That's the power of affirmation words in action. Now, let's transition into another aspect. Moving forward, consider how these affirmation words can truly shape our relationships and interactions. Next, let's explore how these words can impact our daily lives. Lastly, we will delve into the profound effect of affirmation words and how they can truly transform our perception and emotional well-being. Moving on to our next point, we delve into the concept of quality time. This fascinating love language revolves around the idea of giving your absolute, undivided attention to the one you hold dear. It's not merely about spending time together, but ensuring that the time spent carries meaning and focus. Transitioning into our Spanish translation, we have tiempo de calidad. This love language is centered on dedicating your total attention to the person you love. It goes beyond just spending time together. It's about making certain that the time spent together holds significance and concentration. Lastly, shifting to our French translation, we explore le temps de qualité. This language of love emphasizes on bestowing your complete attention to the one you love. It doesn't just involve spending time together, but it's crucial to make sure that the time spent is meaningful and focused. Physical touch, as a concept, might seem complex, but in reality, it can be as simple as a warm hug. Transitioning to its other forms, it could also mean a comforting pat on the back, or even a tender kiss. This love language, as we delve deeper into it, is all about the power of physical closeness and touch. The crux of the matter, it has the ability to communicate love and care in a way that words, despite their limitless possibilities, simply can't. Acts of service, as we know, can be described as actions speaking louder than words. This is evident in the simple things we do for others, such as helping with chores or making a meal. Now, consider for instance, taking care of a task the other person might not enjoy. This is where the true essence of service comes into play. The main idea here, and this is the crucial part, is to show love by making their life not just easier, but also more comfortable. Remember, it's the small acts of service that make a big difference. Wrapping things up with our final concept, receiving gifts. Make no mistake, this love language isn't about blatant materialism. Instead, it's all about the thought and effort that goes into selecting the gift. What makes this intriguing is that even small gifts, if chosen with care, can scream volumes about the level of care and affection one has for the other. Quite fascinating, isn't it? But here's the interesting part. While we may have a primary love language, the truth is, we need all these love languages in our relationships. Firstly, we need words to affirm us. This is vital. Secondly, quality time is essential to connect with us. Moving on, physical touch provides us the comfort we often seek. Not to mention, acts of service play a role in supporting us. And lastly, who can forget gifts? They simply delight us. So, instead of focusing solely on one love language, consider how you can weave all 5 into your relationships. Starting with expressing your love verbally, by telling someone you care about them. Then, moving on to the next step, which is spending quality time together, cherishing each other's company. Afterward, you can shift your attention to showing affection through touch, a simple yet powerful gesture. The fourth step involves helping out with a task, lending a hand when needed. Last but not least, giving a thoughtful gift is another way to show your love. Remember, every little action matters in building a stronger bond. Getting a grasp of and utilizing the 5 love languages can indeed fortify and enrich your relationships. They pave the way for us to voice our love in a variety of ways. Moreover, they assist us in gaining a clearer understanding of the needs of those we hold dear. So without further ado, allow your love to converse in all these diverse languages. Voiceover. As we round up this journey of love, let's explore how we can apply these love languages in our everyday lives. It's not just about knowing your own love language, but also understanding and respecting the love languages of those around you. Whether it's saying a meaningful "I love you" to a words of affirmation person, spending quality time with a quality time person, or giving a thoughtful gift to a receiving gifts person, it's all about communicating love in a way that resonates with them. Remember, it's not about grand gestures, but rather the small, consistent acts of love that truly count. So let's make our homes, our relationships, and our world a better place by speaking and understanding the languages of love. Stay tuned for more insights and tips on strengthening your relationships and spreading love in your everyday life. Join Hearts Light for peace and love and feel the love.